watching some incredible action all along the way. Badgers taking on the Kansas Jayhawks.
Kevin, this is the night where we're all out on the line for college hoops. Everything these young players have worked towards their entire life comes down to this exactly.
The importance of this game, like no other in their lives, really. A big key in coming through in a big game like this is how well you can compose yourself. How do you handle the pressure of the big stage? We'll find out soon enough which of these teams has the ability to harness all of that raw energy and focus on getting the job done.
Let's check out Wisconsin's starting lineup. We've got Kaminsky. Hill is out there with Hawkins. Then it's Decker, and it's Evans in at the 4 spot. Hawkins against Lee. Takes a 3, and he gets it to go. Well, Wisconsin has had a bit of a renaissance in their program of late, Clark. Last decade and a half have seen them put up some great seasons.
And you know, Kevin, the Badgers weren't really a major power. They're one of the most consistent teams in the country. And with any championship game, you know that every player is going to have their heart racing for the first few minutes. That's just natural. That's adrenaline. They'll need to remain calm, though, and let the game come to them and kind of ease into it.
And one guy, guys, I'll keep an eye on in this one is Freak. He is the consummate leader for his team. He can come out strong and play his game while keeping his intensity level up. It'll be just what they need to claim the title.
Decker gets the bucket.
And Badgers have been great since right around the millennium. Since about 1999, they have made the tournament every season. Guys, few schools can say that.
And he gets it to go.
Where's the box out? Some easy second chance opportunities there.
Those kinds of mistakes drive me crazy and will absolutely derail a team's chance to win.
There's Kaminsky, and he dunks it down. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
Yeah, but neither team really able to jump ahead.
Yeah, it reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
And you know, guys, they don't just show up and leave now. I mean, they often go deep in the tournament. Sooner or later, I think they might go all the way again.
Now, here's Oubre. The dish now to Freak. 4 on the clock. Here's Lee outside. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Such a height mismatch out on the perimeter, and they give up the triple.
.152 left in the first half of basketball. And Wisconsin looking at who they've got. They've got Decker. Fisher is out there with Payton. Then it's Kaminsky. And it's Walker in at the power forward. Now here's Oubre. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard.
And as we see Freak and his team go for the title here, he is trying to repeat what he did just a year ago. He was able to lead his high school to the PSAL championship.
Well, Greg, he was a 4-time All-American selection in high school and a unanimous one at that. He's won state titles before, but this is a different animal than high school.
And he's good on the second. And here's Fisher. He kicks to Decker. He dishes it to Payton. They set the pick. Feeds it to Decker. Pass to Walker. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Jayhawks.
They've been making some really nice passes out there. Excellent passing. That could set the tone for the rest of the game.
Yeah, they're showing some muscle also in the first half as well, and getting a lot of their points in the paint. Really like the balance they've shown.
And he ends up missing both free throws.
And what a journey it has been, really, for this whole team to make it to the college championship, especially for Freak. A few bumps in the road for him, but what a story.
Greg, you get the feeling that it's only the beginning. I mean, the way he plays and the accolades he has, I mean, you can see him having a long and productive career at the pro level.
They've been hanging in there.
And they've got a chance right now to jump on top.
To the inside. Here's Decker. That's short off the rim.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
Lee with the ball. Now Payton defending. Oubre kicks to Freak. Good ball movement here by the Jayhawks. Jenkins dishes to Lee. Inside. Knocks it loose. And stolen by Payton. In transition, here come the Badgers. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
Both teams trading punches back and forth. This thing's like a heavyweight fight.
The momentum swings really impossible to keep track of. The energy in the building just keeps going back and forth, ebbing and flowing. I'm loving it.
Here's Lee. From the high post, he drills it. Lee's got 5 now. Guys, what a wild first half this has been.
I'd say, 8 lead changes, that speaks for itself.
Wow, back and forth start, that's for sure.
Good one. Jayhawks out front, up 1. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the second half. Just one half of basketball left to determine this year's college basketball championship team. And welcome back. We're just about ready to get going with the second half of a historical championship game. For those just tuning in, this is Kevin Harlan, pleased to be alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony as we get set to watch how the college basketball season will end.
And in a championship game like this one, guys, you would have expected a close battle. I don't think either side is going to be able to run away and hide in this one.
And, Greg, tight games like this are where legends are born. I mean, if a player like Freak can come up huge in this final half of play, he'll anchor himself in school history as one of the greats to ever play the game.
Freak in at center. Duncan is out there with Oubre, and it's Lee in at the point. And for the Badgers, we've got Hawkins. He's out there with Hill. Kaminsky out there with Decker. And it's Evans in at the 4-man position. And for Kansas, Freak, he's in at center. Oubre out there with Duncan. And it's Terry in at the power forward position. Pass to Hill. Passes it to Kaminsky. Evans outside. Dishes to Decker. Lets it go from deep. And again, it's Wisconsin with the 3.
They're not going to run that play very often. But, hey, they'll take it. Way to notch that 3.
The pass to Oubre. It's stolen by Hill. Here is Hawkins, covered by Lee. Got a piece of it. And so it looks like the Badgers will retain possession here. A platoon. And Wisconsin looking at who they've got. They've got Payton. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the official.
Lee's checked in for the Jayhawks. And Wisconsin also making a switch. Kaminsky, he's checked in for Walker. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2.
Missed a chance to put them up 3. That's going to affect how they set up on defense this trip now.
Kaminsky, the pass to Payton. Hawkins kicks to Evans. Now, here's Decker. Tight defense on him. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there.
This game's still very much up in the air. I mean, this is where you start to separate the men from the boys and where heroes are born.
And one team looking to ice the win, the other hoping to force OT. I think right now you lean on your stars and get the ball to Freak every chance you get to try and come away here with the title.
Hawkins against Lee. Evans outside to take the lead. Rebounded by the Jayhawks. Here's Oubre. Freak sets a screen for Oubre, and they call an illegal screen here.
Already he has 5 turnovers so far. It's not the strongest game for him in that regard.
And the Jayhawks making a change here. Terry's checked in. Hill, he's checked in for Wisconsin. .149 left in the second half of basketball. And that's Evans penetrating. Down low, Hawkins. Yes, and a nice assist from Evans. Hawkins has got it all tied up now for the Badgers. And the Jayhawks with possession. Lee dishes to Freak, and the layup's good off the glass.
One of the big questions on everybody's mind in this game is whether or not Freak will stay on for another year or go pro. I mean, usually a player with his upside would be a lock to be a one and done, but he's giving serious thought to staying.
And Freak is a guy who clearly values the scholastic aspect of collegiate sports. So it makes sense for him to think about staying beyond this season. Still, with Freak's draft stock rising, this could be his final game as a collegiate player.
And really, the defense didn't do a lot to fight around that screen on that possession.
Lee passes to Freak, and 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
Looking at the numbers for Freak, 9 points and a couple of great-looking rejections. So far, 2 blocks.
Yeah, you know, he's had a great feel for their ball movement down low and for where to be when the shot's going up.
And he ends up making the second, and that gives point lead. Evans outside to take the lead, but he stays with it. And Hill has it in the corner. And he misses the go-ahead basket. 55 seconds left in this one. Lee kicks to Freak. Count!
That was massive.
You know it. He's stepping right into the spotlight there.
.50 seconds left here in the second half. There's a screen. Evans kicks to Hill. He feeds it to Decker. Five on the clock. To the middle. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. He sinks the clutch free throw.
That's as big a free throw as you're going to ever see. I mean, if they can come up big on defense, we're going to overtime.
Lee kicks to Freak. Back to Lee. Terry dishes to Lee. Can't get the 3 to fall. From deep. Misses the 3. Time expires, and we're going to overtime. And what a thrilling ride we're enjoying tonight, folks. Welcome back as we start the overtime. Both teams making some changes here. The feed to Freak. Over to the left wing. Now here's Oubre, defended by Gibson. There's the pick. Freak sets a screen for Oubre. Great D that time from Gibson.
Overtime has become do or die time. An empty possession here, and I think they're finished.
Now Hawkins. Outside Gibson. Kicks it to Conley. Pass to Hawkins. That will count. Oh, the all-or-nothing shot. No good. And so the Jayhawks take the win. Such a stake put in. All the pressure, Greg, they've been under all tournament long. This is pure elation. Being able to call themselves now champions.
And Kevin...